All right, everybody, what is going on? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can improve your company's reputation management online for free doing these strategies. But before we go into that, guys, if you have not subscribed yet, do yourself a favor, subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 7,000 subscribers, on the road ultimately to 10,000 and beyond. But yeah, super excited. Let's get into it. So reputation management, AI management, right? I think a lot of people, when they Google reputation management, what does that actually mean? It essentially means your reputation online with local listings, with directories, Google profiles, Glassdoor, Yelp reviews, Indeed, all these things, right? And at the end of the day, AI, whether it's Grok, whether it's GPT, whether it's Gemini, you have all of these platforms that are taking all this information from different listings like your Yelp, like your Glassdoor, Google profile, all these listings, and they're creating a narrative for your business. They are creating a narrative for your company. Hey, they're good price. They have a good team. They have a good reputation, like whatever it is, or maybe some negative things like, oh, maybe they didn't pay their contractors on time. Maybe they don't stick to their word. Maybe they're kind of delayed on the fulfillment, whatever it is, right? These issues are preventing you from actually getting more business because what happens at the end of the day is people will call your business, or maybe they're going to get a quote from you. And what are they going to do? Maybe they're going to look up you before they call you. Maybe they're going to look up after, but whatever it is, they're going to Google you. They're going to Google the company and do research on you. Now they're going to see all these things that AI is talking about, and you need to get ahead of that narrative. If you have a good reputation and you have a lot of good stuff on there, keep doing it. If you don't have a good reputation and AI is kind of bringing that to light, where, and I'll show you in a second kind of what that looks like, you need to do this stuff that I'm talking about in the video, guys, where you can actually get some good value and increase your online reputation, right? So I'm on our website here. What I'm going to do is if I was going to Google a key phrase, I think the best thing I can do just to show you guys kind of how we do it at Momentum is this Momentum 360 reviews. Okay. So what's happening is you can see we have a 4.9 rating on the Google profile. We have a 5.0 rating on Glassdoor, 4.9 on Clutch. We have some good experiences on Reddit. Indeed, we have a 5.0, so on and so forth, right? Now, as you can see, this AI overview, and it doesn't just work for us, but think of, okay, if you're Googling, I don't know, like Amazon reviews or reviews for a product or whatever it is, right? You can Google anything nowadays, and you're going to have an AI overview, and you need to get ahead of the curve. So, as you can see here, people say for the most part, largely positive from employees and clients, which is really, really cool. We employees praise the company culture, supportive environment, fair pay, all this stuff. So that's great. You can explain it, go into the actual link itself where this is, being found from, related images, that kind of stuff. You can see the link here, so you can copy that and go to the actual page where they're talking about it. Employee reviews, client reviews, and then if you want, you can dive deeper into what is happening. So you can get kind of more in-depth research on it, right? But what you guys need to do is, if let's just say, for instance, this was largely negative, which is not how it is now, but it's largely negative. Just imagine for a second, right? This was largely negative. How would you be able to fix this? Well, something that you can do is, and I'll just start with the obvious, you can get better reviews, fix your fulfillment. If you are lacking in customer delivery time, if you have people, who want their money back all the time and you're not giving them their money back and they're creating, issues financially, give them their money back. Very, very simple, right? If they are, whatever they're complaining about, you need to control the narrative of your business. So very easily what you can do is you can respond to all these reviews, negative or bad, because what will happen is Google AI will actually pick up the fact that you're responding to these reviews, you're being responsive, you're giving them a voice. Although you're still having a negative review, you can actually still control that narrative by getting in front of it, right? The second thing you can do is dispute reviews. So just like you can with Google, you can go on Glassdoor, you can dispute a review. Same thing with Clutch, same thing with Reddit, same thing with Yelp. Indeed, you can dispute reviews if they violate the policies. Now, I'm not going to go into detail on the individual Glassdoor, Clutch, Reddit policies, but you guys can read that in your own time. You need to dispute reviews if they're flagrantly inaccurate, if they're from a competitor, if they're from an ex-employee pretending to be a client, whatever it is that's fictitious. You need to take control of that narrative and fix the problem, because if you have these bad reviews continuously up on your page, people are going to see them, they're going to think they're legit, and they're not going to buy from you. Very simple and easy, right? So that's the second thing. The third thing, which you would think is pretty obvious, is you need to ask for more reviews, and preferably from people who want to leave you positive reviews. Now, I know that's such an obvious thing, but I think as business owners, we get so inundated with these small individual tasks that we forget to ask for reviews. And as you guys can see, I'm not saying we're perfect, because there's a lot of different businesses that have far more reviews on the Google page and Glassdoor and Clutch than we do, but we do a pretty good job. I mean, listen, we've been in business for about 10 years. We have a 4.9 rating. These are all legit reviews. Some of them aren't perfect. Again, the fact of the matter is we have a couple one-star reviews from unhappy clients. That just tends to happen. That's business at the end of the day, guys. I'm not saying we're perfect, but you can see, like, we have good reputation for Glassdoor. We have a good reputation from Clutch. Reddit, we have good reputation, Indeed. So this is very, very important, guys. You need to ask for reviews, not just for Google or Clutch, but all of them, right? Because at the end of the day, the AI, the Gemini here, whether it's ChatGPT or Grok, is going to take into consideration all of the data that they're pulling from. And in a second, I'm actually going to go to ChatGPT to show you another example of what people would Google, right? Because at the end of the day, people aren't just going on all these other platforms, they're going on ChatGPT. And if they're not, they will. All of them will. And they will see, oh, this is, how you're going to find if a company is good or bad, right? On top of that, if you like what the AI is saying, you can thumb it up. I think this is good positive feedback. So I like this, right? This is cool. This is accurate for the most part, right? So let's go to ChatGPT, guys, and we will see what pops up. So this is something you can do, which I would highly recommend. So let's just say, I'm a potential buyer for my own company. I'm looking to do a virtual tour for my business. I contacted Momentum 360 in Philly to do this. I'll take it a step further. I was talking with the owner, Sean. I want to find out reviews from their business to make an informed decision if I should hire them or not, right? Oh, well, I guess it had a little issue there. Let me try another chat. And then what it's going to do, guys, is it's going to pull from all these different listings that I just talked about as it's searching for the web, and it's going to spit out an answer on whether this person should hire me or not, right? Should hire my company, rather. And again, I'm not saying we're perfect. Like, I'm not saying, oh, we have all these great reviews, look at us, like, we're awesome. I'm just spitting facts. You guys can see this is just very legitimate, right? So here's what they found for Momentum 360 in Philadelphia to help you make an informed decision. Positive feedback and strengths. On Upcity, we have a 5 out of 5. On Clutch, they have a 42 reviews. I'm talking about they, but it's we. Areas to consider. So here are some kind of, I don't want to say objections, but some things to consider is, although the ratings are very strong, most of the reviews are relatively general. So delivered on time, professional. You may want more specific detail of your business. One of the reviews on Clutch noted scheduling and communication with photographers, technicians is a minor point for improvement. So that could be something that people take into consideration. And I'm just being very honest. Like, I'm being very open with you guys. Like, this is, feedback that I need to fix with my own company. So I hope you guys can enjoy kind of like the openness I'm sharing. But because they serve a varied industry, you want to confirm whether their experience is tight in your specific vertical or tour style aligns with your brand. And then their recommendation, right? Given the strong overall reviews and specialization, Momentum 360 looks like a strong candidate. But before committing, I suggest blah, 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 all this stuff. And then, going from there. And then what a lot of people would ask is, yes or no, would you hire them? And yes, would consider hiring them. So at the end of the day, guys, if you have bad reviews, you have to think it's going to be the complete opposite thing. No, they're ChatGPT would not recommend hiring you. They're going to point out and they're going to find a lot of bad reviews. They're going to find a lot of stuff about you, the owner. So, whatever it is, this is very valuable stuff, guys. You want to be able to control the narrative. And if you don't control the narrative, your business is going to crumble under AI. It just is, right? So, you need to have a good reputation and you need to control the narrative. With that being said, if you guys would like, and I only have about 10 copies of this, send me an email. I will send you a free PDF guide on what you can do to control the narrative. It's totally free. It's for reputation management. It shows you all the line items that you need to do as the business owner every single day, week, month to actually improve your online reputation. Or if you guys want to do us a favor and call, do yourself a favor and call 215-607-6482. That is the link. That is the number where you guys can call us. Like, comment, subscribe if you got any value out of this video. I hope you use this. I hope you just take this to your advantage and go from there. But guys, thank you so much for the time, and I will talk to you guys.